Chronology of important events. Back to contents. Chronology of important events. Year-end events 1775. Birth of Kshudiram 1791. Birth of Chandra Devi 1799. Kshudiram's marriage with Chandra Devi 1805. Birth of Ramkumar 1810. Birth of Katyayani 1815. Kshudiram settles in Kamarpukar 1821. Marriage of Ramkumar. Marriage of Katyayani 1824. Kshudiram's pilgrimage to Rameshwaram 1826. Birth of Ramaswar 1835. Kshudiram's pilgrimage to Kashi and Gaya 1836. Birth of Sri Ramakrishna. Thursday, February 18th. About 5 a.m. 1840. Birth of Sarvamangala 1843. Death of Kshudiram 1845. Sri Ramakrishna's Sacred Thread Ceremony 1848. Marriage of Ramaswar. Marriage of Sarvamangala 1849. Birth of Akshay 1850. Ramkumar opens a Sanskrit school in Calcutta 1852. Sri Ramakrishna comes to Calcutta 1853. Birth of the Holy Mother Sri Sarada Devi. December 22nd, 1855. The consecration ceremony of the Kali temple at Dakshineshwar. May 31st. Sri Ramakrishna's appointment as the priest of Sri Radhakanta temple and then of the Kali temple. Hriday comes to Dakshineshwar 1856. Death of Ramkumar. Sri Ramakrishna's first divine inebriation and the divine vision 1857. Sri Ramakrishna's treatment under Dr. Gangaprasad Sen. Sri Ramakrishna corrects Rani Rasmani 1858. Haladhari's appointment as the priest of the Kali temple. Sri Ramakrishna's visit to Kamarpukar 1859. Sri Ramakrishna's marriage with the Holy Mother Sri Sarada Devi in May 1860. Sri Ramakrishna's return to Dakshineshwar. Mathur's vision of Sri Ramakrishna as Shivan Kali 1861. Death of Rani Rasmani. Bhairavi Brahmani comes to Dakshineshwar. Sri Ramakrishna's Tantric sadhana 1863. Completion of Tantric sadhana 1864. Chandra Devi settles at Dakshineshwar. Sri Ramakrishna's practice of Vatsalaya Bhava under Jatadhari. Practice of Madhura Bhava. Initiation into sannyasa by Todapuri 1865. The appointment of Akshay as the priest of Sri Radhakanta temple in place of Haladhari. Todapuri leaves Dakshineshwar. Sri Ramakrishna in Nirvikalpa Samadhi for 6 months. His Islamic sadhana 1867. Sri Ramakrishna at Kamarpukar with Bhairavi Brahmani. The Holy Mother's arrival at Kamarpukar. The Bhairavi leaves 1868. Sri Ramakrishna's pilgrimage with Mathur. His meeting with Gangamata in Brindavan 1869. Death of Akshay 1870. Sri Ramakrishna's tour with Mathur. His visit to Kaludala Harisadha. Kalna and Navadvip 1871. Death of Mathur 1872. The Holy Mother's first visit to Dakshineshwar. Sri Ramakrishna performs the Shodasi Puja 1873. The death of Ramaswar 1874. The Holy Mother's second visit to Dakshineshwar 1875. Sri Ramakrishna's first meeting with Kesav Chandra Senator 1876. Death of Chandra Devi 1877. The Holy Mother's third visit to Dakshineshwar 1879. Sri Ramakrishna's marked devotees started coming 1880. Sri Ramakrishna's last visit to Kamarpukar 1881. Sri Ramakrishna's first meeting with Rakhul and Narendra. The Holy Mother's fourth visit to Dakshineshwar dismissal of Hriday 1882. Sri Ramakrishna's meeting with Pandit Vidyasagar. The Holy Mother's fifth visit to Dakshineshwar 1883. Sri Ramakrishna meets Swami Saradananda, the author, for the first time 1884. Sri Ramakrishna's first meeting with Gopala's mother. Death of Kesav. The Holy Mother comes to live at Dakshineshwar 1885. Sri Ramakrishna's last visit to Panihati. His illness and shift to Shyam-Pukar and then to Kasipur for treatment 1886. Sri Ramakrishna's self-revelation on January 1st. Kalpataru Day. Organization of Disciples. Mahasamadhi on August 16th. About 1 a.m.